The Malaysian Princess of Johor has success in the luxury world, as she has always basked in expensive and high. From her jewelry to her clothing items, Princess Tunku Tun Aminah has been an icon in showcasing her style in the most beautiful way. So let's talk about the Princess Trillionaire lifestyle. Princess Tunku Tun Aminah. Sultan Ibrahim is the only daughter of the Sultan of Johor. The royal family is not only rich, they possess a private army that would go to any length to protect their family. The type of money to possess a private army is nothing short of millions. Princess Tunku Tun Aminah has been a solid fashion girl ever since her teenage years. She never does too much, but at the same time, her simple style is enough to make anyone wait and stare. The Malaysian princess has even collaborated with one of the most expensive Malaysian fashion designers, Jovian Mandagi, for a fashion collection. To collaborate with the most expensive fashion designer in the country surely comes at a cost, and that would surely spin into millions of dollars. Judging by the fashion collection they had teamed up for, the millions of dollars spent will be worth. The collection included the native attire of the Malaysians baju kebaya and baju kurung, which the princess mostly wore for formal events. The loose-fitting outfits seem ordinary, but the materials used come at a very high price. The beautiful and contemporary Princess Aminah has always displayed a top-notch fashion sense, as many Malaysian women look up to her. Her style and elegance has evolved over the years. Without a pause, Prince Tunku Tun Aminah has consistently purchased uncountable designer shoes, bags, and clothes. It's almost impossible for Princess Aminah to go out without wearing or carrying a luxury brand, especially her bags. A lot of times, the princess has been seen carrying different shades of the Birkin bag brand. Everyone knows that brand doesn't come cheap, as the price list of the Birkin brand starts from $12,000 to about $200,000, and you can bet the princess's own will be on the higher end. However, while Princess Amish goes all out for her bags and shoes, she tones the extravagant look down a bit, as she's a big fan of wearing plain tees to have a casual appearance on her regular days. Princess Tunku Tun Aminah once said, "I prefer to be dressed in casuals when I'm not attending functions. I'm a very active person, and I love being outdoors, so a good t-shirt, either gray, white, or black, torn jeans, Nike runners, or flip-flops, make up the kind of outfit I would normally go for." Wearing a t-shirt has never finished how elegant Princess Aminah looks, as she still values the beauty of dressing up and looking good regardless of how simple it looks. The princess also mentioned in the interview that making an effort to look good is one way to appreciate and feel great about yourself. The princess added, "When you step out of the house looking your best, it tells people what they need to know about you and how you want to be viewed as: confident, sect, driven, or independent." The princess wasn't done with her think pieces concerning her fashion sense and choices. Princess Aminah gave an example as she described how one can look plain and still look sophisticated and appealing. While trying to buttress her point, Princess Aminah mentioned one of the most fashionable women in the world, who is Victoria Beckham. The princess said, "I think Victoria Beckham has great style. She never fails to wear the appropriate things for events, and she knows what cuts and types of clothing suit her body best. This, I feel, is important." Princess Tunku Tun Aminah revealed her baju kurung source to be from Jovian exclusive collection after the consistent questions she got from people. The Tunku Tun Aminah and Jovian exclusive collection is a reflection of her royalty and regal personality. The collection comprises about 20 designs with very different and unique styles. Customers even have preferences. The already made designs can be tweaked a little bit to suit each customer's tastes. The collection is even personal to the princess, as each piece is named after people close to Princess Aminah. The collection is made with expensive and rich materials including silk, taffeta and shantung, printed chiffon, and organza. The princess noted, "For inspiration, Jovian decided to go through the archive of my past outfits during formal and royal events. I helped pick the ones I felt the public liked the best, and we tailored the designs further to suit modern-day sensibilities." The princess makes sure the prices she pays for her luxury items never get out for the media to have a field day about, but judging by the likes of Princess Aminah's luxury pieces, the millions of dollars spent can be estimated. In the world of jewelry, it's no news that the royals from every part of the world take the lead in jewelry collection. It's almost like a necessity for the women from royal families to own the most expensive jewelry collection in the world. The likes of Princess Diana and the royal women before her have always showcased their royalty and position by the million-dollar jewelry pieces they use for events. However, Princess Tunku Tun Aminah may be a fan of simple teas, but when it comes to purchasing timeless jewelry pieces, she's on top of the game too. Princess Aminah's jewelry collection is worth millions of dollars, but the princess, as usual, isn't the type to flaunt it in people's faces or live the flashy lifestyle. Princess Aminah is one of the most humble royal descendants who loves to live under the radar and just carry out her royal duties. The princess's adventure into the fashion world didn't come as a shock to many, but at the same time, no one expected the process to come through with a fashion collection collaboration. With her brief background in fashion design, Princess Aminah's entry into the fashion world was felt. Princess Aminah revealed the reason people didn't see any fashion pieces from her earlier until her collaboration with Jovian was because she didn't really enjoy studying fashion at first. Princess Aminah claimed she didn't enjoy it because there were so many rules. The restrictions were something the princess couldn't deal with because she preferred to follow her own flow when it comes to fashion. Princess Aminah enrolled for a 6-month course in fashion design at LaSalle College of the Arts, Singapore. After a while, Princess Aminah decided to go into the business world as she's more business-oriented. The princess then proceeded to open a KFC franchise outlet in Johor. The princess said he ventured into many areas unrelated to fashion, including hospitality and IT. Princess Aminah claimed she finally came out with her own collection she had with Jovian because she just wanted to tick it off one of her goals on her checklist before age 30. Another time there was display of jaw-dropping riches was during Princess Aminah's wedding, as it was tagged one of Malaysia's most powerful sultan daughters' marriages. Princess Aminah broke the regular code of marrying to a man in her league as she married her Dutch fiancé, who used to be a store manager. The wedding ceremony witnessed a very lavish affair. While the centuries of tradition were kept, the showcase of riches were evident. The princess, who was 31 years old at the time of her marriage, tied the knot with Dennis Muhammad Abdullah, who happened to be 28 years old after they had a romantic relationship for over 3 years. Dennis had to convert to Islam to be able to wed Princess Aminah accordingly, and in line with the Muslim Malaysian custom. The wedding took place at the expensive Serene Hill Palace, which is the family's residence in Johor Bahru. It was a private ceremony that was attended by very close friends and family. The Dutchman wore a traditional white Malay wedding attire, while the bride's white elegant wedding dress was proof of her family's wealth. They exchanged their expensive rings in the palace and followed other marriage rites, according to the royal press office. The wedding already gained so much popularity as the princess was the bride, but other preparations made it more important and colorful. There have been decorations in the streets and drummers giving a more traditional wedding vibe to the citizens. Tunku Tun Aminah is a family person, and she would spend anything to have the best time with her family. From expensive vacations and resort stays to great family bonding while shopping, Princess Aminah loves the company of her family. The princess mentioned how she spends most of her free time with her family at home, doing things regular families do when she's not performing her duties as the Princess of Johor. Princess Aminah has talked about her love for family many times, as she prefers to spend as much time with her family as possible. When Princess was asked what makes her laugh the most, she smiled, saying it was her brother, the late Tunku Laksamana Johor, Tunku Abdul Jalil Sultan Ibrahim. Jalil was the funniest of us all. He was pretty mischievous too. She added, "I think making time for your loved ones is something you should not take for granted because time itself is precious. It goes by so fast and there is no way of bringing it back once it's gone." It's evident that Princess Aminah's life is nothing short of a spectacular and beautiful one, and the princess won't stop being of the most important examples to the female gaze in the society.